Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Womble's. Well, I'm in Womble HQ. Alright, I call it the Hibernation Centre. The daughter calls it the Isolation Centre, so take it from that. Yep, today it's just odds and sods I've put together just to make a video up. I have had an early Christmas present, partly paid by the daughter and partly paid by me, and so as you can see, it's a new solar charger, because my old one, old PWM, he's gone kaput and he wasn't charging and he flattened my batteries too low. I think I might have killed them, but I used the Power Oak to run the Sterling charger, onboard Sterling charger, to charge up. It's the mains one, and to charge up the battery, which did quite well. In fact, it's on there now. And then the woolly chin bit. If you can see that now, right, I'm back to normal. A bit bloody white though. I mean, just look how white it is. It's horrible. I don't really like it. I don't like it. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so I'll show you in the video what my chin looked like. I've never had it so long on my neck. Never had it so long. Anyway, the video is all about the solar charger. I fitted that, and what I did, it's simple, basic, straightforward stuff. But I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas, just in case I can't get another one up before, and I'll see you whenever. Well, this is how you've never ever seen Womble before. And I can honestly say this is the first time that I've ever grown a beard from my chin down my neck, and it's bloody long. So it's time to have the Christmas boost. Scrub up. Doesn't itch anymore though. Look at how bloody thick it is. Oh, look how big my tash is. Alright then people, I had a slight problem over the last weekend with my batteries. They went down to 11 volts and they weren't charging. This is the old PWM controller, and it wasn't putting any solar into the batteries whatsoever. I've got the master shut off down there, which I leave shut off anyway, but it's still connected to the batteries, so they still charge. The solar still charges them. I'll turn that one off for now. But that stopped working. There was I had no batteries on there. I had no solar panel. The load light was flashing, saying, but now I'm getting, well, as good as 4 amps of solar. The sun's out, but it's low, isn't it? So and of course my panels are flat on the roof, so temporarily, as you can hear, she's working flat out. I got the Power Oak on. I'm pulling 130 amps because I've got the I've got it plugged into the mains charger, the Sterling mains charger, which has a 20 amp charger. That's plenty for when you're on campsite to charge up. So I got it charging like that at the moment, which has fetched my batteries up to 13.8 at the moment. So yeah, I'm not concerned over it. It was very, very frosty, and this is why I've now decided that's coming out. And I've been out and I bought an MPPT charge controller. It says it'll operate in better temperatures with a remote. So couldn't afford the the other one. What is it? The Victron. So I got the EP Ever 30 amp one. So I've only got 200 watts on the roof at the moment, but that'll take up to 400 and some watts. So that's what I'm doing. I want to update. Spare inverter. In fact, there's a spare inverter in there, and there's a spare inverter in this seat. But look at it. Oh, I've had to move everything off the seat to be able to get down into my charger. So that's what it's going to be. I'm going to stick him there instead of down there. Stick him up there. He'd be better up there, he'd be more visible. And I got the room there. I haven't got the room down there. Right. And I've got the only power oak that the MPPT controller in there has gone pop, and I can't charge it. So once I flattened him, that's it, can't use him anymore. Right, that one's disconnected. If I can get the light off it, that one's disconnected altogether now. And this one's in there. Well, you know, that one was reading 12.8. This one was only reading 12.3 when I just plugged it in. The PV is 19 volts. PV is 1.5 amps. And oh, the battery's up to 12.9 now, but it was 13.6 I think it said it was. But it's on 12.9 now. Of course, it is still being charged by that. And it's 12.8 up there, and it's 12.8 on this one, I think. Yeah, battery 1.9 amps being drawn. Load, nothing on the load. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Yeah, 12.9 now, because it is charging. 12.9. So all I got to do now is connect the battery temperature sensor and the common port for the remote. The remote will go down this end somewhere within easy reach. So that's in there now anyway, but it's showing that the battery isn't. I don't know whether you can see it or not with this, the light reflecting on it. I can't see it in the camera anyway. But if I take the cellophane off, will that help? If I can get the cellophane off, let's see if I can get the corner up. There he goes. Let's wait for the light to go out. The load is nothing there. Load's 117, whatever that is. Oh, what a WhatsApp. But it's showing in the center there that the battery is only half full according to that. Right, as I say, I've got that all plumbed in now. Just got to tidy them wires up a bit. I got the clips on there to clip them down a bit. But that one does a cycle. You can just about see it now. That one does a cycle through all the settings that are on there. Still not got a full battery according to that. Right. I missed to see what it said there, but that one is saying it's up to 12.9. Right, well that doesn't mean a thing, does it? It doesn't mean that the battery's full. Right, but I've now put that in. Let's get rid of that light, that's it. Oh, no, I only got a little bit of reflection off that one light. Let's turn that backlight off. No, it still ain't helping. Anyway, the battery says it's there on 13. Well, that one says 12.8. Well, 12.9. So that's right. The solar panels, I got 200 watts up there. 2 100 panels. 18.3 volts off the solar panels. 1.2 amps. And because it's MPPT, it's changed it to 13 volts and 1.8 amps going in. So that's good, I think. Oh, it's this damn light. There, anyway. Let's come down a bit. That's better. You can see it better down. Yeah. So, of course, that's still charging. Is what I could do is possibly turn it off. Yeah, I've turned it off. Of course, just turned everything off up there because I've got the master shut off. So when I turn him back on, everything comes back on. Because the battery charger was running all the interior lights and everything. Yeah, so he's still charging according to that. I don't know whether you can see it. Still bringing 18.7, 18.9 on the solar. 1.2 amps. And it's charging at 1.8 amps, bringing it down to 12 volts. So, there. Right. I haven't put that right yet. It's 6:30 in the morning. I've come out. Absolutely pitch black. See outside. Just plug the power hook in. 11.9, and that one's showing that he's sort of 3/4 full on there. So I'm going to give the power hook some dip. It goes through this boot up cycle. It's working in at 13.1 and 5.5 amps. So that shot it up to 12.3, 12.4. That one shot it up to half. So we'll leave her running for a couple of hours. Power hook's still pulling 31 amps, 131 watts. So that's showing it's putting in 5.6 amps. So what you got to remember is the solar, each 100 watt panel will only bring in 5 amps. So you know, that's why I say if I'm getting solar, it's pretty good. But as you can see, I'm getting no solar. It is now, I'll just check, 10 to 9 in the morning, and it's chucking it down. It's chucking it down. And anyway, let's see if I can get that back in focus. Yeah, the solar panel shows that I'm getting 14.8 volts on it, but no amps, because the power hook is running. I'm going to turn him off now. That shuts down. Right. There, let's get that somewhere near again. Right. So yes, it's the battery's on 13 volts, which is about right with that one as well. And I'm using 13 watts, which is the lighting. And what else is there? There's the DVR, the CCTV, you know, and the tracker and everything like that is still running. But anyway, that's what that's at. I'm well chuffed with it. It's showing that there's voltage on the solar panel, but you know, there isn't no amps coming in. I wouldn't have thought so at this time of day. So yeah, right. The other thing is, I've been asked, will this run the diesel heater? Anything 12 volts will run the diesel heater, but it's a case of how long for. And I'll tell you this now, it'll only run the diesel heater for about an hour, because Power Oak, all these are regulated power supplies. The cigarette lighter is not a regulated power supply. There's no regulation on it, right? And a Power Oak runs between 10 volts and 12.1 volts. So it'll fire up your diesel heater and get it running, right? It'll suck a lot of power, obviously. They all do, just to start up. Once it's running, it'll only draw a few amps. that it's how long it'll run it for. And I'll tell you this now, it won't run it for long, because the diesel heaters don't like running under 12 volts. These will stay on 12 volts until, because it's regulated, even if the power yoke has gone down to its 10 volts, which is its shut-off point, these will still push out 12 volts. That won't. That'll push out the 10 volts. So, of course, as soon as the diesel heater senses that it's down to 11 volts, or 11.5 volts, it'll shut down. So, there's that little power tip there.